Hey everybody, so I'm sitting with someone very interesting in Haringey, in London. Her name is Metis. Is that how you say it?
It's actually Meliz.
Meliz. Sorry,
It's a
Meliz,
tricky
Meliz,
name.
Meliz, which is a Turkish name.
Yes, it is a Turkish name, but my parents, my mum decided to change it a little bit to make it sound more English, but
Okay, like Melissa, Melissa. Anyway, what is even more fascinating about Meliz is that she's a mental health practitioner in Haringey who has decided to bring yoga to her young people. And she's just started practicing this, well, giving it a go sort of thing, I think in the summer, you said. And tell us a little bit about how that went and what were your barriers, what were people's responses to it, and how that went.
Yeah, so it was an 8-week intervention over the summer, which included one individual session at the beginning, 6 weeks of yoga group, and one post session at the end to kind of understand a bit about how the group went. Um, and I'd say the barriers were getting equipment. So we didn't have any yoga mats
Mm.
or blocks. So yeah, that was quite tricky. In the end, we actually got some donated from two different places. Yoga Matters donated some blocks. Shout out to them, and More Yoga donated some mats as well. So
Fantastic.
thanks to them
Great.
too.
That's absolutely brilliant. Thank you to them. Mm.
Yeah, and I think also it was quite challenging initially to get the kind of get the seniors on board with the
Yeah.
group because it was quite a new idea. We've never really offered yoga as a mental health intervention before. So yeah, that bit was challenging, and I think also just being able to scope out the time in my role and taking time away from my other cases, individual work that I do was quite challenging as well.
And how about the young people? What was their first? I mean, I guess supposedly somebody referred them to you. So how was that process? So maybe one of the team met with them and said, "Would you be interested in joining a yoga club or something or yoga thing?" Is that how
Yeah.
it worked? Or?
So I sent out a big email to everyone, all staff, with the criteria and a little flyer as well that we'd made for them to be able to give to the young people that might be interested, just for a little visual aid. And yeah, we asked that the practitioner or clinician had a conversation with the young person just to see if they are interested. And then I would do a follow-up, and Emma as well, who's been working with me, she's been co-facilitating and she's been amazing. We would do a follow-up call and just give them a bit more info and then book in a pre-session if they're interested. Um, yeah, so the process I think has
Pretty
been
straightforward, yeah.
smooth.
And then what
Yeah.
did you actually do with the kids in the session then? I guess you did some movement and breathing and relaxation. Is that?
Yeah, so we would start with a sharing circle. We'd go around and share like one word or a number just to kind of check in with how we're feeling,
Mm,
with a Tibetan bowl to make it interesting
mm,
and,
good.
and spiritual. And then there'd be an introduction of a theme. So each week there'd be a different theme around like self-love or managing anxiety, things like that. And then we do a breathing exercise. Oh no, there'd be a short warm-up activity, which would be something like mindful coloring to like classical music, something like that. And then there'd be a breathing technique introduced. And then there'd be some very gentle movements for about 20 minutes, and then a long yoga nidra at the
Mm.
end. And then a sharing circle again to reflect on what's changed, if anything's shifted. Um, yeah, and that was kind of the structure each
Oh,
week.
that
We
sounds like a
keep it the
lovely
same.
structure. Mm. And what was the feedback then? You got a little bit of feedback already from the first circle in the summer. You're going to do it again in January. What was the initial feedback from that you got from the
Yeah,
you
so
used two, let's just say you used two research tools, the STQ and the RCAD, is that right?
mhm,
And then the
mhm,
qualitatives as well. So yeah.
yes. Um, so I haven't actually gone through all the
No,
SDQs
no, that's
cards
fine.
yet, I'll admit, but the verbal feedback that we received from the post interviews has been mainly positive, I'd say. Um, every young person said that they got something from the group, whether it was feeling calmer during the group or feeling calmer afterwards, or being able to try a breathing activity at home when they're feeling stressed. There was one young person in particular who really benefited from it, and she has been continuing to do yoga herself at home and watching YouTube videos, and she was going out in her garden with her mat and just, yeah, practicing what we'd learned just on her own without any YouTube or anything. So it was really, really nice to hear how much she benefited. But yeah, I mean, all the other young people, they had said at least one thing that they got from it. So for me, that felt like a really positive,
Mm.
yeah, positive outcome.
Oh, well done, and congratulations on being so kind of pioneering in your area. And let's fingers crossed for it to grow and grow now in 2026. And I look forward to
Thank
coming and
you.
chatting to the
And thank you
team.
to you as well. Like, you're the reason why I ever thought about doing this, to be honest.
Hey, good, good stuff, good
Thank
stuff,
you.
Meliz. Well, thank you very much, and let's keep chatting so that people can find out a bit more about how it goes, so they can be inspired by your journey. Okay,
Amazing. Now I will
right. Bye for
continue to update you.
now.